Good morning, guys. I'm testing out a new cold brew coffee recipe. So I've got this. I'm trying out for the first time this morning, chameleon cold brew, and it's the vanilla. It's really good so far. And then date syrup in case you don't have dates, which actually I do have dates, but every once in a while I get questions on what if I can't find dates in my store, and they do make date syrup. If you can find this is a pretty good alternative. And you can make date syrup yourself at home, but in case you can't find dates, I thought I'd give this a shot and see how this is. It's less sweet than using regular medjool dates, but just thought I'd mention that. And you can order this online too, but I found it at Sprouts grocery store. And then I've got some vanilla extract here. But yeah, this chameleon cold brew coffee concentrate in the vanilla flavor. They have different flavors, and they have just regular too, and espresso, but I wanted to try the vanilla one. It's really good. I got that at Natural Grocers. Good morning, you guys. I hope you're doing well. I figured I would just do kind of a casual vlog today because I'm working on some updates in the office, and I've actually been kind of collecting clips as I go. I started in late summer trying to kind of change around our office, and actually, well, it was our dining room, but we decided to turn it into our office the end of summer, and so that's what we've been working on. So I figured I would just share any little updates, and so that's what this video is going to be. And I was looking for just the right desk. I kept checking Craigslist and estate sales, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. I was hoping for a height adjustable desk and one that had clean lines and a modern minimalist look. And then Apex Desk reached out to me, and this is not sponsored, but I do want to give them a big shout out because I love this desk and I'm so grateful for it. So when they reached out, I checked out their website. I immediately loved their desk. This white one, they also have it in black, and I wanted to try it out. I've had it for the past 4 months and I can definitely recommend it. It's awesome. I've been using it every day since I got it, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I was hoping for. I also love it because the glossy white top I'm able to use for shooting products for my website. Oh, and this video is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Apex Desk. I just really like sharing awesome companies with you who make good products. And we're filming this video on multiple days if I didn't already mention that. So this is gonna be a compilation vlog of kind of getting the office organized and put together. I did find some chairs on Craigslist, which I was pretty excited about. I think these are like $600 chairs on their website, but we got these on Craigslist for $75. But yeah, these Herman Miller chairs, I've never sat in one before, but this is pretty comfortable. They're very ergonomic though, and they have like a little bit of give. I gotta hold down the lock, and then once this is the numbers, the height, then I can lower it down. I'm pretty stoked on those because they are very ergonomic to the body. You know, it has like a nice curve to them. They're very comfortable and breathable because it is just the mesh. And there was something else. Oh, and they are height adjustable too. You can also replace the mesh too. They have it where you can just buy the mesh on the website and replace it. Okay, I'm gonna use this just to throw it on the back of the chair and give it a little bit extra cozy feeling because in the morning it's really chilly. But I think that will just add a little bit extra coziness when I'm here in the morning, having my coffee, checking emails, doing some website work. But yeah, I got that little faux fur throw at Costco. If Michael wants one, well, he'll probably use his throw. Okay, I'm gonna move this up a little bit more, maybe to like 33. It's 33.3 right now. I think I'll leave it at that. That feels like a good height. So it's nice to have it adjustable too, to adjust to your personal height. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys that this desk operates by touch. So there's no actual buttons here. It's just by touch on the glass. So if you want to unlock it to adjust the height, you just touch the little icon there. So once it goes to the numbers, that shows you how high the desk is. So 33.3 inches. And so then you can raise it up or down. Let's go down. And then these are for settings, so you can have automatic heights programmed in. So yeah, really easy to use. And this, I never realized how handy it would be to have an extra USB port built into your desk, but that has been awesome. I use it all the time, every day. Let me just step back so you guys can really see it. There's not any greenery happening in here at all. So I feel like I do need to have a plant like by the window here. Michael likes to have his desk all the way to the corner there because his computer sits there, so it's not getting in direct sunlight, so he likes to have that set up there. I want to put a plant, I think, trailing down that side, so at least it's facing the window until I get grow lights. I did order the grow lights on Amazon, but they're not here yet, so I don't know if they're going to get here in time. Okay, so since we're in the desert and we have really low humidity here, I have to make sure that any plants I do have out here can handle the low humidity. So I've got a heartleaf philodendron. Those are pretty tough. Okay, I'm going to try this plant here and see if it can, I'm gonna see how this plant does here. I'm sure that this plant would prefer to climb, but it looks so nice hanging down that I just really don't want to put it on a moss pole yet anyway. Okay, I've got 3 monsteras and I'm gonna try one out here. I've got one in the bedroom and then that'll leave one in the plant room, because right now I've got 2 in the plant room and it's pretty out of control in there. So I'm gonna put one of them here. So let me grab that. All right, this one is the littlest one in the plant room. So yeah, I think that'll work. All right, here, let's get that tucked in a little bit more. So I've got this monstera potted in a plastic pot and it's just sitting in a basket, and there is a saucer in there. And I have it on that stand. I got that stand at an estate sale for $2 and just spray painted it white a couple of years ago. I think that's better. That feels not quite as stark in here. You know, just adding some plant life really can change up the space nicely. Okay, so that's what our new office space is looking like so far. Just adding a little bit of plant life in there. I love styling with plants, even if it's just something really simple like bringing 2 plants into a room. It just really creates a whole other vibe to the space, and it makes it feel good, you know, when you walk into the room. All right guys, so I was so excited to work with Apex Desk. I'm gonna put their link below. If you are in the market for a desk, definitely check them out. I really have been happy with this. This is the best desk that I have owned. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if they have a coupon code or not right now. I know that they have a sale on their website, but depending on when you see this video, I'll just post a link to their website and their Amazon store below. So that way you can find the desk if you want to check them out. But yeah, I can't recommend standing desks enough, just to have that option to be able to adjust it and not have to sit all the time, especially if you do a lot of computer work. So I will post all their information below, and I just want to thank them again so much for allowing me the opportunity to check out one of their desks and to be able to use it and test it out and share it with you guys. In my desk drawer, I just want to keep my tech gear. So here's what I'm going to be storing in here. I've got my Sony A7 III battery charger, extra backup battery, my Pro Grade, this is my card reader. I've got some extra cards and extra little part that goes to my camera. Lens filters, these are from Polar Pro. This is the circular polarizer that I have on my camera right now. I really like these a lot. This is the one that I use all the time, but I also have this Peter McKinnon one. And then for storing my video footage, I use the Samsung portable SSD. These are the T5s. These are 1 terabyte each, but I go through them pretty quick with my footage because I have large files when I'm filming. A lot of times I'm filming in 4K. I do label them, so I have different footage on each one, and I label them so I know like which one to grab when I'm uploading certain types of footage. I've got a couple of USB cords for charging my Rode mics, Sony earbuds that I use for editing, camera lens cleaner. The microphone, like what I'm using right now, is the Rode Wireless Go, and then I have a Rode Lav mic, and so I attach the Lav mic to the Wireless Go, and so that's the combination that I'm using. And then I have a remote control for my softbox lights. So everything that I have in here is something that I use almost on a daily basis. And this year I was able to upgrade my camera. I've been saving for it for a while. This is the Sony A7S III that I'm shooting with, and I have a Sony G Master lens. It's the f1.4 24mm. Love it. I love that setup. So all of this is mostly like my editing gear. I do have wireless earbuds, but I don't use those for editing. I like to use a regular plug-in type of earbuds because I don't get any kind of delay. But anyway, I do like this brand though. This is Studio. These are my wireless ones. They're super comfortable. Really like those a lot, and they have good bass, really good sound to them. And they recharge in their case. And my mic, when I'm not using it, I do put that in here. So that's pretty much everything that I use for my filming or photography, you know, as far as the gear goes for the camera and editing and everything. Since we're talking about gear and camera stuff, I figured I would show you another one of my favorite things, which is a gimbal. I like using gimbals for getting really smooth, controlled shots. Not particularly for, you know, just running around the house vlogging or something like that. Normally I'm handheld with my camera anytime I'm vlogging, but occasionally it's really fun to break out the gimbal, and especially if I'm going somewhere where I want to like really capture the beauty of a place, which I actually got this because we have a plan to go a particular place that I think will be really exciting to film for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet though, but when we do go out there, I'm definitely going to be armed with my gimbal. And this thing is awesome. It's really fun to use. There's also an app that works with it. I have the Xian Weebill S. There's all kinds of gimbals out there though. This is just one that I went with. So it does have batteries. I just charged those up, and I gotta pop those back in here. So the gimbal has a camera mount, and I just put that on the camera and tighten up that screw. Just drop that onto the mount. Now, the camera I'm using right now is my Canon, my old Canon. It's got the strap on it. Normally I would not use a strap when I'm putting it on a gimbal. And normally I would be using the Sony that I'm shooting with right now. So once you get your camera on the mount and then put it onto the gimbal, you've got to balance it. And so that means basically you would like be able to move it into any position and it would stay there. But you can see how this just falls all over the place, right? Like it doesn't stay put. So what we do is there's 3 axes that it will need to be balanced. And you guys might not be able to see, but there's a lever in the back and then a lever on this side, and that will do the other axis. So whether you're doing the vertical axis, the horizontal axis, or the front to back, you're basically moving like millimeters to get it just right, to get it balanced. Anyway, there we go. So the camera is balanced. So this is not a proper tutorial on how to use a gimbal or how to set up a gimbal or how to balance your camera, but if you guys want to learn more about that, I can always do that in another video, or like do a specific gear video and share like my favorite ins and outs of the different gear that I do like to use. But you know, you can, I mean, first of all, don't use the camera strap when you're using a gimbal. I was too lazy to take the strap off to show you guys. So gimbals normally come with a set of cords to be able to use with different cameras. This one goes to my Sony, and I don't want to go dig out and try to figure out what cord goes to the Canon. I've got a few other ones packed away right now, but I don't want to dig those out. So I'm not going to plug it in. You don't have to plug in your camera and connect it directly to your gimbal. It can function without that extra cord. So there it is, the Weeble S. It does have an app too. Are you guys able to see that? So that's what the controls look like. And I'm just gonna go into sync motion down here. So you can control it with the app in your phone, which is, it's kind of weird, you know? But anyway, I love gear. I love camera tech gear. It's so much fun. Okay, sorry, I'm making it freak out. We better turn it off. Okay, let's, poor thing. Anyway, they're a lot of fun. I love gimbals, and I do plan on taking this out on some field trips with you guys. Like I said, don't use a camera strap while you're working with this thing. So you can unscrew this handle and pop it in the top here. I normally do this actually quite often when I'm using this because I like to be able to have 2 hands on the thing, and that way you're able to, you know, do different kinds of shots. You can do like lower shots and you're able to hold on to it easier up there. So, oh, and it has a locking mechanism, because you probably want to lock that into place when you're holding it like that, just in case, because you don't want to drop an expensive camera into the dirt. All right, so I think that's everything as far as my gear goes. I was just like, you know, I might as well show you guys some of the camera stuff that I like to use when I'm shooting and making videos, because I spend a lot of my time using this stuff, so why not share it with you on video too? But I think that's everything. Yeah, am I missing anything? I think that was pretty much it. I just wanted to share some of my gear with you since I was showing you my office and what's in my office, I guess, kind of like a little mini tour. I do have other lenses for the camera on my wish list, but I gotta save for those because lenses can be a little bit costly, but there's definitely a couple that are on my wish list that I would like to get one day. So I'm saving up for those, and one that brings me a little bit closer, because this is considered more of a wide angle lens. But I would like a 35mm or a 50mm, I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe for like product shots and stuff like that. And also being able to film where I'm just a little bit closer up. I haven't showed you guys back here on my shelves yet. If you guys want to see that, I'll show you that next, because I did get some questions about my crystals and if I would do a tour of them sometime. So I'll go ahead and show you what I have out here right now. This is just part of my inventory. So yeah, come on, let's look at some crystals. Ooh, one of my absolute favorites is this Guerrero amethyst. Like, oh my goodness, look how delicious that looks. It's a frosty amethyst from Mexico. So it's highly pigmented, but very frosty at the same time. Like it's a very unique look. And so when I'm going for the crystals, I'm normally going for collector's specimens. And so you're looking at the formation of the crystal, as well as the color quality, just the overall shape and the growth formation of the crystal. But yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. And then, ooh, the Veracruz amethyst. Yes, that's another one of my favorites. Brandberg amethyst. I mean, look at that clarity on the Brandenburg amethyst. So several pieces of the Brandenburg amethyst are in hydro, so they actually have water bubbles trapped inside the crystal itself. It is awesome. That is another favorite. Look at that opal, those beautiful earth tones in the opal. Ooh, and this is one of my favorites too. Look at that Libyan desert glass. Like, oh my gosh, that's one of my favorites right there. My favorite stones. And the translucency, I always go for the really translucent ones. It's very similar to moldavite, if you're familiar with that, but that golden tone, oh my gosh. It's also like 98% silica. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Larimar and amber, Baltic amber. Oh my gosh, like Baltic amber, it just looking at it makes me so happy. Like just looking at some of these stones, I just get, like it fills me with joy to look at the stones, to touch them, to hold them. The geography and geology of gemstones is also something I love. And it's exactly the same with plants for me. Like I get so excited about where the stones or the plants come from. I think that's like part of the treasure about the piece or the plant, you know? It's part of what makes it so special and unique. Here's some Uruguay amethyst, these hearts. I mean, how pretty are the hearts? I love those so much. And this one, it's got the clear quartz crystal in there. That is a really nice collector's piece there. Hold on, this is overexposed. Let me turn down the exposure on my camera. I love my job so much. I've been doing this since 2005 and the obsession has never wavered. Like it is still full on. I love beads, I love gemstones and crystals, and they are amazing. Like look at that Guerrero amethyst. Fossils, if I have any fossil lovers out there, I love ammonites. It's one of my favorite fossils. There's some golden calcite. Golden calcite from Morocco. What's your guys' birthstone? I'm very curious. Mine is amethyst. I was born in February. And oh, there's some more Veracruz amethyst in there. The Veracruz amethyst crystal points, those are really pretty for doing, you know, jewelry or pendants or something. But if you want to get the specimen pieces, that's the clusters. Those are the ones that really hold a high value for specimen collectors. And if you like the Uruguay amethyst hearts, oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful. We've got the ones that are more lavender. So we've got all different shades of the Uruguay amethyst. Diamantina singing crystal wands, or laser wands are also called. Those are super icy and I just love the feeling of those. That's kind of a rare quartz there because they don't have very much of it. It's from Brazil, by the way. There's Larimar, those are waiting to be turned into necklaces. And then down here, quartz crystal points from Madagascar, excuse me. I have some from Brazil also, but those are the Madagascan ones. And then we've got these trays. These are pyritized ammonites. Look at those little babies there. Oh, they are cute. Look at those little tiny ones. Adorable. We've got a bigger one there. And then the cabs, those are also pyritized ammonites. Those come from the large ones. Those are amazing. Those would be awesome pendants. This tray is also pendants. These are already set in sterling silver. We got Larimar. Look at that gorgeous Larimar. Oh my gosh, that turtleback. Holy cow, beautiful. Oh, and the numbers that you see there, those are the SKU numbers. Normally I will tag my products, like I will have the SKU number on a little sticky tag stuck to the item. But since these are in the tray, I just have the number sitting next to them on a tag. So I didn't stick it directly to them. Oh, this piece right here, that is like my best piece of Larimar right there. But I mean, you really can't go wrong though. Like look at the colors on those, gorgeous. Kazakhstan turquoise, one of the rarest types of turquoise ever. They have gone up in price 10 times in the past year, which is crazy. I always wish that I would have bought more the year before. Like whatever stone it is, I always wish I would have bought more in the previous year because it always goes up in price. And then these are the Libyan desert glass pendants in sterling silver. So beautiful. And then moonstone is another favorite. Some of these have aquamarine with them. I wish I could get that color to flash. It's really hard to capture on camera too, the blue flash, but you guys know moonstone. It's absolutely glowy and gorgeous. And then this tray are meteorite pendants. And those are gonna go in a separate section on the website. I just have to photograph them. But yeah, we will eventually get caught up here. There's so much inventory. I just gotta get it up on the website, and I'm always behind. Literally, like everything I ever do, I'm always behind in. I've got some cute little moonstone rings back there that I gotta get on the website, and then I've got Larimar rings, beautiful, and all different sizes. Spirit quartz from South Africa. You can't ever go wrong with that. Those clusters are beautiful. We've got some anhydrous quartz, and if I knew where Michael's blacklight was, I would shine that on there. Wait, maybe I can find it. Hold on one sec, let me look. Okay, I found Michael's blacklight. Let's turn that on, see if we can light these up. Okay, so there's the anhydrous quartz with a black light on there, but it's beautiful. It glows like this, like little bits of aqua trapped inside the crystals. Oh, sometimes you get like some peaches and reds in there too. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so that's the anhydrous quartz. You wouldn't ever know just by looking at it, huh? What is in here? Oh, that's tangerine quartz. All right, so we've got tangerine quartz. That's the big one there, and then we've got more tangerine quartz here. Danbarite. That's a nice chunk there. You could, if you're a gem cutter, that is like a nice fat one, you could cut that. Oh, that would be beautiful. And then I've got a couple of specimen pieces left, like that huge danbarite. Like, look at the size of that thing. The danbarite is a very, very pale pink. I don't know if that will show on camera. Maybe against the white, you can see a little bit of it. It's really hard to see. Rose quartz, I'm always looking for the really beautiful translucent rose quartz. Ooh, that Guerrero amethyst, that one right there, I might keep that. Natural citrine from Congo. We have the heated citrine up here, so that's all the brighter, warmer tones. And then when you have the natural citrine, it's more earth tone. You know, what do you guys like? Do you like the all natural earth tone citrine? Or do you like the more amber tones and more warm, sunny colors of the heated citrine? I mean, both are gorgeous. We've got kunzite in here. Those are really nice clarity on those too, which is kind of hard to find sometimes. I'm probably gonna list the kunzite by itself on there. I don't know if I'm gonna be turning those into necklaces or pendants or anything. I'll probably I like to sell loose stones, and then people can do with them what they want, you know, and they can make them into their own jewelry or whatever they like. Ooh, that's one of the new pieces of the spirit quartz. I scored some really gorgeous spirit quartz this last year. Now our supplier is from South Africa, and so we ended up getting some of his old stock. And some of the older stock, when it comes to mining, sometimes the older stock is the better quality. Actually, a lot of times that's how it goes, unless they find a new vein or something. But yeah, old stock is something that is always exciting to look through because you can find some really gorgeous quality pieces. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what I have back here. Lots of fun stuff. I love stones. I get so excited talking about them, and I could talk your ear off about them literally all day, every day. Oh, this one here. Do any of you guys recognize what this is? We've got zebra rock from the Kimberley in Australia. This is known as a fossil sediment stone. I love collecting stones from just all over the world. I mean, I swear that the treasures of this planet are mind-boggling. Speaking of amber, one of my favorite fossils also, fossilized resin, or you could call it a stone or gemstone. I mean, either way. Here's a really old one up here. I've had that necklace for about 15 years. You probably won't be able to really grasp the size of that, but it is a huge antique butterscotch amber stone there. And I really love the asymmetrical design on that. It came from a designer in Poland. Oh, we got Herkimer diamond in the matrix hiding back here. It's so cute, hiding in this little hole. Look at that, so sweet, little baby. Oh, speaking of little babies, we've got this ammonite. I don't know if I'm gonna post this ammonite or not because I'm really drawn to these particular ammonites and I hardly ever come across them. A lot of times they will look more like these, right? I mean, all different sizes, but you know, like the darker brown. But these are from Madagascar, and the lighter, like kind of warm tone browns, like, I mean, those things, I just never come across them, but I absolutely love them. They're like one of my favorite types of ammonite fossils. And then up here I have some of my aquamarine beads, sunstone, moonstone, amber. I think I'll leave off there because I could go on so much more. I have more stones. Most of them are put away, like I said. The ones that are out are ones that I'm currently working on photographing, getting onto the website. I'll show you one more section that I have here. This is amethyst from Uruguay. We've got some of the really nice polished pieces here. Those are cut really nicely, beautiful. Those are the SKU numbers underneath there. And they're polished around the outer edge. Those are super nice. Or we have the rougher ones, which are really pretty too. Just depends on what you're into. This is actually another polished one. Every once in a while we come across some really good quality pyrite, and I got these from our Peruvian suppliers. But really, really stunning. That's actually a really nice piece. So it's basically like a pyrite geode. They look awesome up on displays too. I'm pretty sure I have these listed with the displays too, so they just come with it. And of course the pyramids. Those are awesome too. Oh, and the hearts. Oh, I can't forget about the hearts too. Hold on, let's get that in focus. So pretty. All right, so that's all I'll show you for crystals for now. I can't stop looking at the amethyst. Yes, like look at how pretty. Oh, you are so pretty. Okay, all right, I'll stop playing with the crystals. I don't mean it in like any kind of la-la way either, but just holding and touching the crystals, like it just feels good. Like it just feels, it's like nice and cool, and I just love them. I just love them so much. All right, I'm gonna carefully set that one back there. But yeah, we always have new inventory coming in. It's just a matter of getting it photographed and getting it up onto the website. Oh, and this cord down here, that's my desk plugged in. And also, so I have an extension cord, an IKEA extension cord, just running from the wall. And so it has different outlets on there, so I can plug in my computer if I need to charge that or whatever. I can charge it up right there. Oh, and this down here, that is our air purifier from Elicombs. They really do work if you get a good one. And this one from Elicombs, it works amazingly well. Like anytime there's something in the air, it knows. Like if Michael's cooking with oil or something, that thing turns on yellow or red, and you can see by the settings that it has here. Like I usually just leave it on auto. So right now I have it on auto, but you can control the fan if you really want to. Or set it on a timer or something, but we just leave it on auto and it works really good. But yeah, that thing knows if there's any smoke in the air or if Michael's cooking in the kitchen, and it turns on full blast. Oh, in fact, Michael's just getting home just now. All right guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me in our office today to do the office updates, and then also kind of a mini tour of what's in our office, and also the gear that I like to use for filming videos for you guys. All right guys, I'm gonna get back to editing this video because I got another video coming up right after this, so that'll be up in probably a couple of days. All right, love you guys. Take really good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.